Every morning I wake up to your little hearts, commenting emojis but we're worlds apart. You slide into my DMs almost every day, but when I suggest coffee you just fade away.
Human connection is an important part of our life.
To deepen our emotional reservoirs and amplify our lives. Without others illuminating our connection and reflecting our presence back to us, life is not as colorful, rich, nor deep.
Today my guest is DTM Swarna Kalyan. She has the expertise in human connection.
In a lifetime, how many people do you come across and actually get to know? A few hundred? Maybe 1,000 in a lifetime? And an even smaller percentage of them are people you are truly intimate with.
There is something right about us to be together, a natural connection that flows like a river. Since I met you, I felt so alive.
She lives in Singapore, but now she is in Vietnam. You are good at making human connection.
And many ways to listen. What goes unsaid is sometimes louder than what is said. Other times, the thoughts and emotions that are finally articulated
So accepting people as they are is the global perspective. And the last 5G that I say is,
there is something right about us to be together, a natural connection that flows like a river. Since I met you, I felt so alive.
How are you?
I'm doing good, thank you.
Yes, great to see you in Vietnam.
I'm excited to be in Vietnam. Yeah,
Yes.
it's my first trip, so it's very
Yes,
interesting.
so how did you enjoy?
So far, so good. I enjoyed. The food is good.
Yes.
The ambience is beautiful.
How was the bus trip?
The bus trip was nice.
Yes, you are getting the vibe of Vietnam.
Yes, that's
Yes.
right.
The more you have to see, maybe 3-4 days you are here, right?
Yeah.
Yes. Let's enjoy. So today my guest is really special. She is the mother of 2 humans and 1 dog. Yes, a travel enthusiast. She wears many hats. She lives in Singapore, but now she is in Vietnam. You are good at making human connection. So my question is, how do you connect people? What's your open?
Oh, thank you so much for this question. I call it as the 5G network of human connection. So basically, we have to remember that when we connect with someone, we have to be genuine.
Yes.
Okay, so when we come across as genuine, then the connection happens. Second is we have to be grateful for opportunities. Like today, I'm thankful for your opportunity. So when you show gratitude, I think that becomes a great connection. All of us like to be told thank you.
Shared. And,
Yeah. So that's the second connection for me. And the third is having a growth mindset. So everywhere you go or everything you do, look with what can I use this to grow and as a person. So when you become inward looking and how this experience can make you better, then your mindset changes. And that is the third G. Okay. The fourth G is to have a global perspective, meaning that today I'm in Vietnam. People are very different. They find it difficult to understand me. I find it difficult to understand them because of the language.
True.
But deep down, all of us are humans. And so when I look at that level, then all the differences drop. So accepting people as they are is the global perspective. And the
Sure.
last 5G that I say is give someone an opportunity to voice out. Meaning that I shouldn't be the only one talking.
True.
I should be listening as well. So when we do all of this, then our connection becomes deep and it stays for a long time.
Sheer truth. What she shared, definitely. But above all, we have to be an initiator. I think you are an initiator, like me.
Yes, that's right.
And I met you online
Yes.
3 times
Yeah.
for your workshop, for online meeting through Singapore Club. But this is first time I can see you physically.
Yeah.
That makes a genuine connection.
Yes.
That
right.
is more than anything else.
Yeah.
That's true.
Yeah. And it's as you say, yes, you have to make that first step to connect with people.
Yes. When did you realize that this is your superpower? Are you born with this or
No.
something you learned?
No, we learn over the I would say my awareness of a lot of things has been very late in life. But I'm thankful that it's been late than never. As we grow, we realize that many challenges that we have, initially when we are younger, we think they are not nice. But as you grow older, you realize that those experiences are what shapes you as who you are.
True.
So it takes a bit of wisdom. So I would say probably the last 5 to 10 years is when I have realized that this is my superpower. And so I should use it.
I see that. Sometimes, situation shapes us.
Yeah.
Maybe you have been through many situations and you have gone through, and that is helping you to grow.
Yes.
Right?
Yes.
Any phase of your childhood helped you to become what you are today?
Very nice question. I like it because I grew up in India. Okay, and I come from a small town called Kolar Goldfields. A lot of them know it as KGF now. There's no gold anymore. But what happened with growing up in a mining town is you see officers' children, miners' children, everyone in the same class.
True.
So you are able to accept people as they are. You see poverty in a different perspective. I remember one of my classmates telling me when I threw out my food, she said, Swarna, next time, can you give it to me? Because I
Wow.
don't have that to eat. And that really was my foundation on how importance of food. So there are things like that. So definitely my growing up gave me that thing of diversity, understanding of diversity.
True. Sometimes we meet people unknowingly, right, in front of you. So if you make them feel they are equal like you, definitely they will love you.
Yes, that's
But
right.
if you make them feel that you are different from me, definitely that doesn't make the connection.
Yes, that's right.
And I see that you are really expert in that. Even though you have many expertise, multiple expertise she has, but she doesn't show it in front of others until nobody's asking her what to do, not to do, what not to do.
Yes.
Some people have many friends and some people don't have friends. Why is it so?
Okay, this is like asking why are some of us extroverts, some of us are introverts. I think it's a personality. Having friends doesn't really mean that you are good at whatever you're doing, and not having friends doesn't mean that you cannot survive, because I think the world has a place for everyone.
True.
Some of us know how to live alone, some of us cannot. So it's a personality, right? So of course it's good to have friends. I tell my children it's good to have friends, because at some point when we need a shoulder or someone to understand, we need someone to hear. Listening ear is important. You cannot talk to the wall, so you need someone to listen. Yeah, so therefore you need friends, but how many you have doesn't
really matter. Yeah, it depends upon different perspective and different person.
Yeah.
Some people they have lot of, but it depends how much real connection we can make.
Yes, that's
That
right.
really matters.
Yeah, right. Like now, if you ask me, my social media, I think I must be having about 5,000 or 6,000
Yes.
connections. But do I really know them? I don't know.
Yes.
Yeah, so probably connection should be something that is deeper and someone who will connect with you when you really need.
True.
Need.
Definitely.
Mhm.
I agree with you. Which one do you like more? Digital friend or the real connection?
Okay. You started off as a digital friend.
Yes, yes.
So I cannot say no to it. COVID has taught us something that as humans, we know how to connect with people at different levels. COVID showed us that we can innovate, we can look at things differently. And many of my connections in the last 5 years started off as a digital friend, as a digital connection. And now I'm getting to see them.
Like you and me.
Like you and me. Yes, that's right. So it doesn't matter whether it's digital or in person. You have to see that any connection is not just like, okay, I need you and I walk off. When I need you, I come back. That shouldn't be there. There should be
Yes.
something deeper.
Deeper, yes. I also like the real connection. Sometimes in the conversation, during the conversation with me and some other person, I really go deeper. But I don't harm their privacy or something. But I just try to make the genuine connection, authentic connection about the person, who she is or who he is.
Yeah.
That's more important.
That's right. That's right. If you don't mind, I would like to share something called as BMI. It is a neuro-linguistic method of connecting with people.
Oh.
Can we try
Yes,
that?
yes,
Okay.
yes.
Okay. So you and I, okay,
Yes.
even though we have met, so the first level is we're just going to look at each other. Okay. Number 2 is we shake hands. Nice to meet you.
Nice
Okay?
to meet you too.
And the third one is, Lina, how are you feeling today?
I'm good. I'm doing well.
Yeah, okay. So, what is happening with this is when I look at your eyes, I'm connecting with your mind.
True.
Okay. When I give you a handshake, I'm connecting you with you physically. Okay. And that means with the body. Okay. And then when I ask you something that will touch your emotion, then it's called the intellect. And as
Wow.
humans, we connect at different levels. So if you feel, I have found this to work with a lot of things. Once I knew it and I've become to use it, I find that whenever there is a missing link in my connection, I go back and review which one didn't work.
True.
Was it the connection with the mind? Was it the connection with the physical? Was it the connection with the intellect? So in digital, physical is gone. We are only dealing with the intellect. So we cannot go very deep on it. We still need the mind and the body engagement.
True.
And that can happen only in face to face.
Face to face. You're
Yeah.
right. And I would like to share I'm taking very less time. Recently in April, I joined one workshop in Hanoi. That's an international company. I forgot the name. There, one trainer came from India, but he's not in Toastmaster anyway. But I was surprised, this kind of game, he started the meeting with this kind of game, whatever you have done now. I didn't know about the BMI, what you mentioned, but now I can connect that game with you.
Yeah, sometimes I also do that during my workshops.
Workshops.
So last 2 weeks ago, I was in Korea, and Korean audience generally don't talk much.
Yes.
So I was like, how do I connect with them? How do they make them interact in the workshop? So I started off with this. So I asked them, okay, do you know the person sitting next to you?
Yes.
And many of them said no. Then I said, okay. And some of them said yes. So those who said yes, I said, okay, can you change your table?
Yes.
And sit with someone you don't know. And I did this exercise. And the feedback I got was not so much on my workshop, but many of them told me that the best part of my workshop was this.
Same for me. I felt also the same. The beginning, the communication game. True, true.
So when I asked for feedback, I was quite surprised that everyone said, "Oh, you asked me to make a new friend." And today I feel that, you have given us a different meaning, Although they came for something else, but they
Mm.
received something else.
Something else. True. You are a travel enthusiast. Enthusiast. What's your most important holiday of the year?
Okay. Ah, well, this whole month of May, I've been to 5 countries now.
Wow.
So every weekend I have been in one country. I started off with Philippines. May has 5 weekends, so all weekend I have been in a different country. So this month has been very, very interesting for me because I have seen Philippines. I've interacted with people in Philippines. In Korea, I did a workshop. In KL, I did a workshop. And then here I'm going to be doing a workshop. So it's like very interesting.
Meeting new people.
New people, learning new things. So this has been something very, very
Making human
interesting.
connection.
Yes, that's
Yes.
right.
And I have seen your picture in a book, May edition, Toastmasters edition with your husband in Egypt.
That's right. Actually, it started off on 1st of January. Um, my husband said, "Let's go to." My husband works in Saudi, so he said, "Let's go to Egypt." So I normally spend my December with him. So he said, "Let's go to Egypt for New Year." So we went to Egypt for New Year.
Yes.
And I thought, okay, if I'm going to stand in front of the pyramids,
Yes.
what can I have that will symbolize as grand as the pyramid? And so I took the 100-year edition
Book.
of Toastmasters book and I did that.
Yes.
And I think it's a good memory.
Yes, definitely. How do you engage yourself authentically without offending them?
There are two things. Like, when we speak, how we can talk without hurting people has got a lot to do with the tone.
Yes.
I can tell bad things in a very soft tone and not hurt the person, or I can scream and shout and tell very nice things. So the tone of the voice is very important. So when you come with a tone, with the intention to not hurt the person, but to convey a message, and that's difficult. I can tell even I struggle with that. You know where I struggle the most? With my child. As a parent, we wear a very different hat.
Become angry.
We become like a protector.
Mm.
And then it's a very different role, right? And at that time, you don't realize that you are actually raising your voice when you shouldn't be raising your voice. Then you have, that's where the learning comes. So if you really don't want to hurt someone, choose the tone of your voice.
I'm also struggling with that. And not what to tell, how to tell. That's
Yeah.
important. But sometimes it hurts me if someone asks me the question out of nowhere. They are curiosity out of nowhere. But I don't know how to express my internal anger in front of them without offending them. That's also a struggle for me.
Yeah. So when emotions get involved, the challenge for all human beings is to accept the emotion but not be emotional. So there's a difference.
Mm.
Okay. Accept the emotion means, yes, this person is causing me anger.
Mm.
This person is hurting me. Okay. That is the emotion. But when we show that in our words, in our action, that is emotional. And many a times we become emotional.
Mm.
So learning to realize. So the first step to any communication, I think, is to be aware of how you react.
That's important. You are the committee member of DB. DIBA, sorry. Can you please walk us through your journey here and what's your role here?
Okay. Actually, DIBA committee stands for diversity, inclusion, equity, belonging. Yeah.
Yes.
So Toastmasters International has had this for a few years now. So they look at, because they are an international organization, they look at a lot of policies that they have to make it inclusive, right?
Yes.
So, and then So this term, what was decided was that we will go in and review the policies and protocols, or go in and see whether the website is inclusive, whether it caters to everyone's needs. Does the information that we give, is it in good enough for someone who is non-Toastmasters to come in? So suppose I'm a non-Toastmaster from Vietnam and I come into a Toastmasters website. What do I see? Do I see inclusion there?
Wow.
So that was what we worked on. We did a few, we proposed a few changes now. With any organization, the committee can give their recommendation, but it's up to the board of directors whether they want to take it on.
Yes, I feel it's very important. Before, like when I talked to you about this matter, Diba, I didn't know about this. But later on, I thought maybe you are in the committee, right? So maybe definitely you have something you know better than in some way from the others in this area. So what I felt then, you told me that you worked in India, USA, and Malaysia, and Singapore,
Yeah.
right? So you know how to mix with the people in a diverse background,
Yeah.
who are coming from the diverse background. So that's really important, you know.
Yeah.
When you worked with them, you know how to tackle their emotion, and at the same time how to manage your emotion that will not hurt them.
Yes,
That's
right.
really important.
Yeah,
And
yeah.
definitely we have to learn, everyone, that how, if we really want to make the human connection, definitely make the authentic connection.
Yeah.
That already she mentioned at the beginning. So it needs a lot of effort. It's not really easy.
Yes.
But what is your 3 words you can tell to the audience that they should follow in their daily life, that can, through that, they can make the human connection?
Okay. If there are 3 words that I would say to have a genuine human connection, is first is you should be aware of what your strength and weakness is. Number 2 is it starts with awareness. Anything, knowledge is awareness. Then you go into action, and then you bring in and you learn from the skills, right? So first is awareness. Number 2 is, there is one thing very, very important, that we can connect with anybody without even speaking. And do you know what that is?
Smile.
Smile. Learn to smile. Smile.
Yes, smile,
And I can
smile,
think
smile.
we can bridge with anybody. So that is important. So learning to smile, not a fake smile, but genuinely a smile when you
Smile.
see another one and you say good morning, good evening, right? And if you're a traveler like me, learn a few words in that country.
Yes, xin
Because-
chào.
Xin chào. Yes, that's right.
Terima kasih.
Terima
Namaste.
Yeah. So when we do that, I think people appreciate us. This is a quote by Nelson Mandela. We know Nelson Mandela as a very good human being, a
Yes.
leader. And he says that when you speak to a person in the language he understands, you touch his head. But if you speak to the person in his language, then you touch his heart.
True.
So learning another person's language, or even making an attempt to say, I want to wish you good morning. I want to say thank you to you. I want to ask how you're doing. These are small things. If you make that connection, we will be able to make a beautiful connection in this world.
Yes, definitely. Thank you so much for sharing a lot. See, audience, I'm telling audience that, see if it works for you. What she has shared within 20 minutes, it means a lot for all of us, because she is working in this field for a long time. And definitely I'll come for the long podcast with her in future. Then you will get to know many things from her.